Greetings! Stay a while and listen. To me, Marauderex, as we play more Unicorn Overlord. Alright, so I have done a little bit more power leveling. Just a little bit. I wanted to make sure that my new team compositions were working the way I wanted them to. So we have this team, we have Lady Oclese's unit, and we've moved Sharon because, you know, I ship them as a couple. That's what they do. We put Pamela because I just needed another person. I was going to put Renault because Renault and Oclese are both promoted characters, so they both get multiple hits. They both start with 2 AP and 2 passive, so having both of them on a team is like having 2 extra people on. But I really wanted my my cavalry unit, which is Adele, Renault, Clive, and Joseph. So that's that team. As far as items go, I've moved some of the items around a little bit, trying to make the best use for things. I've put Miriam in this team so that there's a little bit of a healing presence. I should change that, but target HP, and I'll probably aim for front row, but I think we'll be fine as it is. So let's jump to another fight. We are at the level 13 fight, so the battle for Revere, which is really right next to us. I don't need to fast travel to that. That would be silly. Let's go ahead and get that while we're here. And Witch and Sword Fighter are our primary enemies. That's going to be an interesting pairing. That's going to be a lot of damage output. And look at that. There's literally 4 enemies, and the only thing in between us is just... Okay, so what we're going to do is this to start.
Go on.
And Valor Skill doesn't really matter who, because we're just going to do that. And take out all of that. Now the only problem is we only get one other unit at the moment, and I'm going to use Elaine's unit because he does give more valor for defeating enemies.
Time is at hand. Onward.
So we're going to go for you, and really that is just, oh well, that is not the best. I might actually have you go ahead and withdraw, and then we will summon a unit that will probably be a little bit better to counter this, which will probably be our own Griffin unit. Yeah, that's a little bit better. And Elaine's going to take them out without any problems because it's just 4 casters. That is not exactly the
path is set.
The most difficult. However, the RNG hates us because we were doing a lot more damage and taking less damage, but that's because they have a support.
We're under attack.
Oh, and you're using... Who are you casting gravity on? Oh, the person flying. Okay. Oh, oh, no, 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 no. Okay, I need to use a Hallowed Cornash because they cast gravity. That's fun. That was
in service of the royal family.
Because I would have totally lost that. All right, well, touche, salesman.
For the liberation.
And
No mercy.
how is it that I took out 2 of you the first time and I can't take out 1 of you now?
The time is at hand.
Alright, that is a lot of damage that I would be taking from Swordmasters. So we will send...
Gray skies loom ahead.
Oh, is it because my actual caster has been defeated? So what if I do this? Oh, look. Suddenly, I destroy you because my caster can
Seems
hit you.
misjudged me.
Alright, I'm being attacked by you, which is fine. You come over here and you go after them.
Very well.
Because as long as this gravity isn't affected, this is just going to kind of suck. So...
The pride of
And
Cornian.
Melisandre gets level 15 and Impale. Attack a single enemy, grants a passive if the target is defeated.
Ever closer.
There we go. Thank you for that. And we will just take you out. And that'll be the end of it.
Gaze upon the face of your demise.
But you made me use a Hallowed Cornash. Which is...
'Tis my undying spirit
That-
which
that-
drives me forth.
That was good. That was good for you. You could also use a Hallowed Cornash to prevent a game over, but I'd prefer to use it before getting the game over and having to do the whole battle over again. But yeah, let's go ahead and save. And let's save here. And then we'll go back to the menu. And I should be able to do all of the delivery quests here. I should be able to, yeah, because I've got a ton of stuff. And one strategy that I may actually do in this is once you complete a region and do all of the delivery quests, you don't really need to have people stationed there. So I may just hire people at the end of the game, but like what most people do is like, that's not what I wanted. So we've got people at most of these towns. We basically just, when we move to the next area, oh, this is a new town, just go ahead and move someone from here, there, because you don't need to do these quests again. But it really doesn't matter. What I did in my
Can do.
first playthrough is I just hired as many people as I could. And just, you know, stuck people who I had no intent of ever using into towns that I would often forget about, mostly just so they could collect materials. Because there does seem to be a cap at the number of materials you can harvest per time. So, like, you can see we're getting 1 meager scrap, we're getting 1 timber, we're getting... because we haven't let them set for a while, but there does seem to be a cap of how many you can get at a time. I don't know what that cap is. Or there may not be a cap, and I just have not tried waiting long enough. But it's hard to say. But I'm still debating on whether or not I'm going to hire people to take over towns. I may hire people to take over the old regions, but we'll see how it goes. Okay. So, let's go ahead and throw out Oclese's unit. Probably not the best,
I'll not go easy on you.
but I want to show off Lady Oclese. That's also fantastic. A defense down attack is always good. And she does not take a lot of damage, and every time she gets attacked, she gets accuracy and initiative up. So
Can you match me?
that doesn't help out a ton early game, but if you can add some more AP to her, it makes her a bit of a powerhouse.
Momentum is with us.
All right, so that worked. Let's go ahead and bring Lex's unit out. Yeah, Lex's unit's a good counter.
Know what hit 'em. Sure thing.
That's a good counter for that. And level 13. I mean, basically everyone's kind of the same level, so we're going to send you over here because it looks like there's an arbalist right. Oh, there's 4 arbalists right in that tower. So that is a lot of damage. And having true strike attacks is so wonderful. All right, you go and attack her.
I take to the skies.
And
You don't stand a chance.
more damage.
Done and dusted.
And then we'll take out the arbalist and the griffin,
Blasphemous fool.
and we'll have Lex's unit go after the boss.
I'll never hold myself back.
And then we should be good.
You'd better run.
Because that'll be a fair amount of XP for everybody. Except for maybe that team. That team doesn't seem to be doing too hot XP-wise.
I'll cut clean through them.
Do we get any more from that? Okay, we do get a little bit more for that. There we go. For the defeat.
Ready. On it.
And, you know,
You'll not be disappointed.
what is her Valor skill? So we've got Hasten Call, Haste, negate an ally's battle wait time. So that's basically the same as one of the hourglasses. So I can move you up there. Like, yeah, we don't do a ton of damage to the
Your will
Griffins.
shall be done. We'll see how tough
But this
they
group,
are.
also not a ton of damage to the Griffin, but that's not a group that's designed for... I really think most of that damage is coming from my wizard. So, but having, again, a true strike group... Chloe is just fantastic. I actually, in my original playthrough, had a very similar setup where I had Chloe and Rolf, and I think one other person with typical true strike abilities.
You don't stand a chance.
As just this is someone who's going to take out any thief tank, any sword fighter tank group, any evasion tank, basically. They weren't great against,
In service of the crown.
you know, heavy defense tanks like the hoplites. But, you know, they had their purpose. And you could change tactics a little bit to say, okay, we're going to do magic damage. Like, you could try switching weapons before the battle. Because that's also one thing I haven't really been doing, is you can change your weaponry and equipment in the tactics before battle. So if you're like, oh, this person has, or this enemy has a lot more defensive capabilities, and I'm not going to be able to tear through that defense, you just try switching to a magic weapon. Alright, we've got you, Griffin Knight. I'm pretty sure I could take you out with one of my teams. Or not. That group would be the best, and that's not enough. I might be able to do it if I may not have just gotten a good RNG. Nope, that was probably the better RNG of the two. That one's a little bit better. I think I've gone through and done those. I think I've gone through and done all the ones that I can so far. Alright, we do have one story mission, which is this one right here. Oh, the Tormented Helm. I don't know if I want to start that one yet. That one's... I can come over here to the Bridge of San Corin, and we can go ahead and get that built. Because I should have the materials for it now. Which I can't really do much when I get over there, but Looks like you got the materials. What do you say? Let's go ahead and repair it. I do love watching him because it's like he just hops around and it gives such a 16-bit, like, I feel like it's straight out of a Chrono Trigger or something, just the bouncing around with not actually, you know, moving. And it's mostly for the renown and the rapport. But hey, like, we could do the final battle with Glarus if we want. And, like, we can't even go and do that yet. Like, I hate that. I hate that so much. Because, like, there's an item over there that's just, like, so tantalizing. Like, I want to go get the, I want to go get the stuff, man. Come on. Okay, what all have we done? Well, at this point, I've also got all of the treasures. I haven't found them. I'm missing 3 and 5. Oh, God, I hate that one, though. I hate that one so much. Because we can do this and kind of see where we're at if you're in the right area. Oh, right, I can't go that way because you're there. I gotta go up and around. Well, let's do that. You're in my way. And go down here. And I might not actually be able to get... Oh, no, I can. I can get over here. This is... So, like, yeah, we can see, kind of, there's a little bit of a town in the way in the upper left corner. I think it's right over here. Oh, hey. A bad guy that I can't kill. Okay, well, you just kind of do that. A bad guy I can kill. Yeah, I feel like it's right over here. Yep. Treasure map 3. We got a miracle fruit and a dancer's anklet. And we can also examine this. Oh, I already did that. Okay. Oh, she's... That's why, because she's putting a stat down on me. Can I... Well, it's not like I do that much more damage to her. Okay. Alright, let's go do the other one. I don't remember where this is. I know I have to take a boat. I just don't remember what boat. And I had this problem the last time I did this quest. And I'm wishing that I had remembered what it is I did. Because I think it's on that upper island in the center there. But I don't remember how to get to that section. Man, you move fast. Alright, I can't deal with you. There we go. Let's just get some items. And then let's... I don't think it's this harbor. I think this one takes us to another beach. I feel like... I mean, we've been here, but I didn't have the quest active, so I may not have been paying attention if the question mark popped up, but I don't think this is it. No. Well, maybe it is. Maybe... Actually... Maybe it is this one right over here. Yep. Okay. Miracle fruit and a lapis. Cool. And we can return back to the mainland now. Yeah, the tortured helm, I want that to kind of be... That's going to take a minute. So, let's see. We've got a rapport conversation between Joseph and Sylvie. This is actually one I can say I don't think I've seen. So this is interesting. Because I never had them on the same team before. Why is it that you always arrive late to muster? Such tardiness impacts not only yourself, but the lasting morale of our entire army. There's only so much time I have for my work, and I rather don't enjoy being pulled away from it. While you march as a member of the Liberation Army, you've no choice but to follow His Highness's every order. I suppose so, yes. I can't deny how much he's done for me. I'll try to improve for his sake. See that you do more than try. There are few amongst our ranks who can rival your immense ability with curses. I often hear the other soldiers singing your praises for the contributions you impart in battle. Do you now? At times, I even wondered if my lack of offensive magic was a burden to them. Yeah, no, your class is incredibly strong. Debuffs in this game can stack very painfully. All I ask in return is that you perform your duties with the utmost care. Speaking of which, I trust you've not forgotten our upcoming battle? Somehow I struggle to believe you, but very well, let us depart together. Look at Joseph being a dad to everyone. Alright, what else we got? We've got Joseph and Morden, Clive and Adele, Adel, Morton and Kitra. And let's do that, because those are two members of the Rose Knights. And I feel like, what can I possibly do with all this? Can I ask Kitra again? Not after last time. What's the bag you have? Is this how I learned how you're abandoning our order? No. It's from my parents, actually, an assortment of all my favorite pickled vegetables. Never be able to eat it all. Array of formal wear, which has about as much use in battle as hibernating griffin. Knowing the company we keep, wearing anything too fancy would just make me stick out. Yeah, we don't exactly dress up, because we're a resistance band. I'd rather not hurt my parents' feelings if I can avoid it. Though I admit, somewhat jealous to hear of it. The only messages I've ever received from my father demanded I honor our family name on the field of battle and nothing else. The man is taciturn, to say the least. No, he doesn't care about me. I bet no feat of bravery could ever make him happier than seeing you get home safe. No, he's probably a jerk. I really wish these gave more, like, I remember seeing early on, like, oh, you know, these can possibly unlock things as well. Like, that'd be great. But it seems like everything, all you get is just honors. No matter what, like, level of rapport they've reached, it's just 2 honors for everything. Mighty fine statue they've got here. I didn't think you'd be into this kind of stuff. I'm not really, don't have much of an eye for art or aesthetics. I was just admiring the quality of the stone is all. I do like Morton. He grew on me the more I used him in my previous game. Like the only reason it held was because the material it was built out of. You can tell that just from looking at it. Used to be a stonemason myself, you know? But, like, he seems just so kind of like, I'm not going to toot my own horn. I'm just kind of okay. I just want to drink. And then he just beats the crap out of people with a giant hammer. So what kind of stone did they use for this? Elsidony, as far as I can tell. You mine some of the stuff over in Albion and it'll last centuries, or so they say. I guess there's more to the craft than I realized. But now I've got to wonder, what about my hammer? That would be Corsight, from the look of it. It's a little on the softer side and pretty easy to work with, too. Yeah, I've just got a giant rock attached to a stick. Especially for an old drunk. I do love that Kitcher kind of gives him crap about it. Since, you know, the two of them kind of, you know, fit the same niche. Alright, let's do one more. We'll do Clive and Adele. Or Adel. Adele set fire to the rain. What? Oh, the other one's just right over there. Okay. Oh, I do remember this one. Okay. Training like this delivers my mind straight to our day is coming through the order. I'm amazed we even survived. I do love how even in their training, like, they're on horseback. Like, I don't think they exist off of horseback. I think they're glued to their horses. And you're lacking accuracy. Yes, I mean, the commander is right. Like, you want a combination of speed and accuracy. But, you know, they're kind of, you know, reminiscing about the good old days. Strict though he might have been, the captain bore great kindness as well. He sent us to the rear guard and took to the front himself to lead the charge. I was furious, sick of being treated like a damned child who could barely hold a spear. But I realized now it wasn't lack of confidence that motivated the command. He was protecting us. The captain entrusted us with the future of our order and the future of Featherth. They do also have a really good conversation. Clive is an interesting character because he is a knight and not really a noble. And he questions a lot of the reasoning behind nobility leading. So he's like, why does Elaine get to be the leader simply because of who he was born to? And, like, a lot of interesting thoughts on, you know, monarchy versus meritocracy. So, alright, let's go ahead and do this one, and then I'll go ahead and end this episode, and I guess we'll do the Tainted Helm battle, because that one's a lot. What's with the staring, kid? Don't tell me I got something stuck in my beard. I was thinking, you remind me of a warrior, actually, from an old legend I heard years past. As the story goes, he was a frequent drunk and would spend many of his evenings deep in a flagon of mead. Yet he did so in secret, not wanting others to learn of what he perceived as a shortcoming. During the day, however, he felled countless enemies as an unparalleled fighter. Although a reticent one, at that, a person of few words, and even fewer friends. Till one afternoon, a local bandit devised a plan to finally lay the great warrior low. He treated our hero to a round after round of potent drinks, thinking it would mean to deplete the man's strength. That all that lacked was the warrior's inhibition, and he spoke freely and eloquently while subduing the bandit. And as rumor spread of his endearing deeds, he was quickly beloved by everyone in town from that day forth. Now, it's some story, kid, but what's it got to do with me? You're a drunk hero. I'm never quiet, and I'm not all that beloved either. The only thing we have in common is the drinking. As well as your dauntless strength, and you are well loved, I might add. I admit, I've also seen you steal a few swigs of ale before battle yourself. Didn't think you'd notice that. I'll not tell you to stop either, as long as you remember to exercise moderation. The battlefield is no place for life's luxuries, of course, but depriving ourselves entirely is a certain way to damage morale. And once you're king, maybe you and me can share a drink to celebrate. Aw. Yeah, we'll go out for a drink with Morden. Alright, so that's everything. So yeah, I'll go ahead and end this episode here, and I will see you all in the next installment, where we will do the Tainted Helm, which has recruitable characters. So I want to make sure that I've got that down so that we do not miss anyone. So till then, later everyone.